Hello everyone, this is Pomum, and we are back with more Radiant Dawn. As I said at the end of the previous part, maybe this is going to be the last chapter. Maybe not. With this starting thing, I don't get the feeling is. I think this is going to be the second to last, if I had to guess. They are getting stronger and stronger. Whose memories are those? I know him. Everyone, Cher is nearby, just beyond those doors. That's where we'll find her. We made it, finally. You should know, Ashera may have changed since before her slumber. Order and chaos are meant to naturally balance each other out. If you take one away, balance is lost. I don't expect Ashera to have the merest shred of compassion. Talking to her will likely do no good. We don't have much choice. If talking won't work, we'll have to use force. Otherwise, this has been all for nothing. How about you? What do you mean? Are you completely chaotic? Are you out of balance? As far as I can tell, you don't seem to lean too far in either direction. Ashera and I see things a little differently. During my long sleep, I was wrapped in sweet, gentle music. Erongaldr. Yes, but more important than that song itself, I was never alone. There was always someone singing comfort to me. Ashera shouldn't have isolated herself. She became lonely and bitter, and lost touch with her people. Hold on. This thing won't budge. Oh, what's wrong with it? Those doors cannot be opened. And there it is. I mean, there it is. There it is. There it is. They have been sealed with powerful magic. Sephiran, you're alright. Oh no, I'm not going to get the conversation between the two if there's... Well, that doesn't matter. You're alright, I'm so relieved to see you. I'm sorry to have been a cause for concern, Apostle. Forgive me. Sephiran, there's something I need to tell you. I'm not a true apostle. I didn't mean to abuse your trust. I've known that for some time, Seneca. Don't forget that I was almost a father to you. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me whether or not you can hear the goddess. Sephiran, thank you for having always been there for me. Empress, shouldn't you tell him about General Selgius? Yes, I suppose I should. Sephiran, Selgius is dead. I know you put a lot of trust in him, but he was also closely allied to Dain. I'm sure you've heard of Dain's so-called Black Knight. Sephiran, the Black Knight was Selgius. But that's probably not news to you, is it? After all, it was you he was taking orders from. What? Ike, what are you saying? A man like Selgius could never serve conflicting interests in. Never. Everything he did for one master. Isn't that so, Sephiran? I think I understand. You wanted to monitor events with Dain. You sent Selgius as a spy. Precisely. I felt it important to observe King Ashnar carefully. That was my goal. At the time, it was relatively easy to get an outsider close to the king. Ashnar was famous for employing powerful men with no regard for their background or social status. Obviously, he would have needed no convincing once he saw the blade work of General Selgius. The Black Knight tried to take the medallion from my father and killed him. Tell me, Sephiran, whose plan was that? Ashnar's or yours? Calm down, Ike. Sephiron, would you please explain? Sir Ike, I'm afraid your father's death was an unfortunate result of Selgiu's own personal agenda. I did not order Sir Gawain killed. However, I must admit I did ask him to seize the medallion and hand it over to King Ashnar. The goddess was to be freed, and all living creatures destroyed. Come again? You're insane. I couldn't be more sane, Sir Ike. Attend and learn. My aim has always been to wake Ashera so that she might pass judgment on all the people of the world. What I needed was a word that would spread all across the continent. How could I achieve this? My attention turned to the young dying prince. I could use the fiery Ashnar for my purpose. He was ambitious, a fierce warrior, and more than anything, he had an earnest desire to change the world. When I allowed him to know of the goddess sealed inside the medallion, he became determined to set her free. We could use her on Galdrar or a massive continent-spanning war to throw the world into chaos. Lord Sephiron, what are you saying? Are you saying you wanted this? You can't be serious. Sanaki, my long life has shown me the people of this world deserve only destruction. Selfishness, the brutality, the disregard for others, the endlessly quarreling Laguz and Bjork. We have been given many chances to correct our behavior and ourselves, and have squandered them all. The only remaining hope for a peaceful, orderly world is for Ashera to wipe us all out and begin again. To fulfill my ambition of destroying all beings, I had to use you. I had to betray you. This is some kind of monstrous joke. So, you've been pulling the strings all along. Correct. Beyond Yas Empress Sanaki, you were trusted by a lot of people. Sephiron, I need to understand. Did you really betray all those people? I did. I don't need to hear anything else then. I'm going to make your death as painful as I know how. This can't be happening. I won't fight you, Sephiron. I can't. Poor Sanaki. You'll have no choice but to fight. The doors leading to Ashera are sealed by my very own magic. Killing me is your only way through. Sephiron. So it was you? All those memories penetrating my mind were yours. Since we entered this place, I've seen what you've been thinking. Oh! Leran! Well, I didn't see that one coming. Leran, oh. So he's like what? I don't know who Leran's was. I've actually been talking about Leran's medallion for hours and hours and hours, and it never crossed my mind that, you know, Leran's medallion is Leran's. So who the hell is Leran? This guy right here, the guy whose name also ends with Ran. I've seen what you've been thinking, Leran. Give it up. Goddess Yune. Why do you insist on calling me that name? I discarded it so long ago, Yune. I've changed. Leran is a thing of the past. All I want now is the end of all that is. Please don't stop me. Leran. You're running out of time. At this rate, I wouldn't count on being able to face the goddess. I would hate to see you denied after coming all this way. Well, now you know who brought you here and why. I suppose that Yas leaves our fight to the death to take care of. What the hell is this? "28 speed. Magical enemies." Oof. And they are surrounded. You have... Whoa. Those stats. Oh no. Oh no. Those stats don't look okay to me. 36 speed. 40 magic skill. Lag. And you have 35 defense because of... What? +10. Mysterious gem that raises the defense of the holder by... Yeah, you just... Okay. You have an accessory. First accessories I've seen in this game, I'm pretty sure. Staff that allows the wielder to teleport to a distant place, created by Venian senators. And the light magic of the highest orders, used only by those favored by the goddess. Excuse me. Sephiroth only. Hey. And Mantle and Corona. He's a Chancellor, his own class. SS rank in Light, Dark, and Staff. Cool class, I have to say. Okay, seems like a very small map. But Whoa. I'm sorry, what? 20 move? Oh, you think that's enough? No, I actually think you should give them more than that. 20 move? 20 move? Bro. At least 36 attack doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm not liking this one bit. Maybe Leanne was absolutely required because I don't know how to do this. I mean, they don't seem very tanky. Whoa! Didn't see you there, Nasir. When did you... I guess he just comes. Okay, don't... I'm not going to complain. Alright. I mean, I'll take that. I guess taking the cover is important there, right? Or maybe the Warwood is actually even more important than that. I have more than enough defense to be able to do this. Yeah, let's start by coming here. You know, come to the Warwood and... Ooh, I don't want rounds. Okay. No animations. But I don't take damage. Alright. It's a weird thing I have going, but I'm more or less okay. I'll take this Warwood, if possible, and use the Lagusiam. We're preparing to assault. Okay, no, they really don't do a lot of damage. Nasir would actually like this if possible. Actually, I have one on Kurthnaga. Yeah, going to shift, and if I don't do anything right now, and then I'm going to have you come here and trade the Lagusa Stone and use it. Perfect, that works. So I get a white dragon, lots of resistance. I'm guessing that's the point, right? You are a bit of a... Oh, and you have blessed. Okay. Yeah, you have 40 something resistance, meaning you don't take any damage here. So they give you like a massive resistance unit, just in case. Okay, good to know, good to know. My Wishblade doesn't get used up, so actually we are okay here. Okay. I mean, as long as I take cover, I should be fine. It's true that if 1,000 enemies go for the same guy, I might be dead, but whatever. Also seems like they are slightly different depending on what type of spirit they are. A bit like the type of magic they carry, Thunder seems to be a bit slower but more hard-hitting. How much do you do? Wow, Micaiah, you can't catch a break even here. It's incredible how much the game treats you like absolute shit. Even here, you can't give her, I don't know, good combat. Well, whatever. A nice moment to use a blizzard, actually. Yeah. And to grab a kill. Okay. I think the plan of, you know, going for full-on frontal assault is working pretty well. Something I haven't checked. This is, for example, a wind spirit. Do you have super effective damage? No. Okay. And that's sort of generous even. Alone died. Okay. Yeah, just having the cover, and you also cancel the animations for me, which makes this map go by 1,000 times faster. Great. What? 1 damage here. Really? Any particular reason why? Maybe the cover. That must be the cover. Well, I'm going for you. I mean, this is 32, right? So I just need 1 adept. Nah. Unlucky. Well, that works. And, I mean, at least Micaiah has good resistance, so... What? They don't counter, maybe because... Okay, at least they don't counter. But that doesn't really mean anything if you're doing 0 fucking damage. Anyway, I guess I'll try to get Corona. Yeah. Oh, but a good experience, I guess. Some magic, speed, alright. We take those. Now I could activate Bane, I guess. The most important thing I wanted was the support. Because now this is an easy kill for you to grab. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, man. With animations cancelled, this game goes by like 1,000 times better. I might have been too insistent on keeping the animations. Like, this might be the actual way to play Radiant Dawn. It feels a lot more satisfying, you know? It's true that during combat you don't see percentages, so for enemy phase, well, mortals cannot stand against gods. Don't you see the futility of what you're doing? Whoa! What the fuck is that? Okay, it seems like another area of... Yes, what? There's a fire spirit... No, it's not super effective. Okay. I think that's just the way their movement is shown, okay? They have 20 movement and they are shown as if teleporting. Okay. They have a good way of, you know, starting the attack on Zephyrian, which is yes. That. He's on a 15 avoid tile, pretty annoying. How about this? Is this good for me? Oh yeah, he has good stats. I'll start. Laguz and Bior have doomed each other with their mutual hatred. You have brought extinction on yourselves. Wow, this guy is really... Neil. Okay. Yeah, because of Mantle. Used to have an exclusive theme, like everyone does. I like the Hailstone, but I sort of need the Warwood, right? Okay. Sure, how do you do against them? They seem to have a lot of resistance. Whoa. You do a Facton. Why do you work and not... I mean, I guess you just have 48. Yeah, you just have 64 magical attack. Casually. Meanwhile here, 0. Great. I mean, at least they don't do anything back. Like, at least tankiness is there, but... Come on, bro. Alright. Seems like the ones surrounding Zephyrian aren't very aggressive, but maybe they'll go for Shannon now. And I can open up a path. Yeah, a bit of strength there. If not, I might want to consider other ways. Like coming from the back or whatever. Okay, I can use one of my multiple elixirs that I didn't move from my convoy because I'm too lazy. I'm going to move Anna because of her passive thingy. Yeah. My HP pool and my general tankiness... Actually, maybe the biggest point of Nyla compared to the other Laguz Royals is her resistance. You know, 30 resistance is a lot. Ivan has what? 22. And some of the others have like 20, so... Yeah, her resistance is very good. I don't know if I got very lucky there or it's supposed to be, you know? Ah, so close. So can I... Man. Okay, how about this? No, of course you would take a cover tile. Okay, 15. Dodging would be great. And doesn't matter, it's only 5. Yeah, okay. Weakening this one was a good idea. Because then I can take the kill. Alright. Alright, Tibarn, come back a little bit. This is a map where a dancer would actually work pretty well. So, absolutely would love to have Leanne here. But for some reason she decided to disappear. I don't know why. I'm you know, completely outside my skill set to be able to know why. I can even go for a Brave Axe with the counter. If these things actually don't, like, they really don't go for damage, unless you're in range, I should be safe. Seems to me like Micaiah is pretty much invulnerable to their attacks. Seems to be a bit like Soren in the previous... what's that? Whoa, what? That's not... whatever. I don't get it. I'll admit I don't get it. Okay, I'm doubling some of them at least, like the Thunder Spirits. So I'm opening up slowly but surely a path to Zephyrian. I also just got to 34 speed. Might be enough to double some that I didn't before. That didn't matter. Okay. That's 4 new things. You don't have like that, the Grady Lad, which it's only 1 to range, so I don't get what's happening there. How's damage? You know, damage is actually not bad at all. Let's go for it. I can get critted twice and be okay. Of course, accuracy would be great, but... Fuck. Yeah, that's some animation. And I'm going to have to go through that twice. You go down to how much? 56. 27 times 2. I can survive multiple criticals, even now. Okay. I weaken this one. I think I'm going for a Fortify this turn, so it shouldn't really matter. I can just go for multiple attacks on Zephyrian. 5 critical, 5 critical, 5 critical, 5 critical, 5 critical, we go. Hello, King Tibarn. I thought I might see you. Only the strongest reach the top. It's only natural that you would be among them. You know what? I don't believe you're the big bad evil guy you want us to think you are. What could you be talking about? Ah, I was right. I see it in your eyes. I've been around for a while, and I've learned a bit about the spotting fakes. So now that your secret's out, maybe you'd like to open up and tell me. Where you're really? Interesting thing, but... Okay, Neil. Now just don't crit me. Just don't crit me and we'll be on our merry way. Just don't crit me. That's not a crit. Okay. Then I'll double. And now there's only 12 damage to do. Great. Okay, I can do that with Ike. Yeah, I actually think Ike is probably the safest option. If I approach with Soren, I can probably give enough. Yeah. Soren support, I should have enough accuracy now. $73. I will go for it. You can try to complicate things, Zephyrian, but it comes to this. You are my enemy. Nothing more, nothing less. So be it. What? Garth. They have Garth? Do they guard you because they are adjacent? So an attack that would kill you maybe doesn't kill you. I'm going to... Let's hope it's only the adjacent ones and not just any of them. Wow, 0 damage on all of them. Great. Okay, I know you weren't able to kill here, and you're not able to kill here either, but you could get Impale. Yeah. So, with Impale we can do it. Okay. I'm not completely sure how I would take the kill on Sephiran now, like... Is Yell enough in terms of damage? I mean, Urban is 100%. Okay. Yell is just that good. Sometimes I underestimate her. Then no Fortify. Actually, I kind of want to save Fortify. Just in case. But then I don't really have a way to kill here, right? I can attack with Yell from the other side. I can do Alon Diet. Okay, let's commit. Oh. I have Nyla. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see Nyla. Honestly, I thought I had already used her. This doesn't kill. I need an activation. I don't get it, but now it's 12. Ooh, I really want to like try and get this here or something. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. That's a kill. Okay, now I'm going to try and take the kill with Yell. If this fails, because you redirect to any, not only the adjacent ones, which would make sense with Garth, because Garth is... I mean, Garth is this, right? Can redirect attacks aimed at support allied units toward this unit, they must be adjacent. If they have like a passive Garth, they should be adjacent for it to work. If I'm not able to kill now, then I'll go for a Fortify. It's your fault what happened in Dyne. Every pointless death in this war is in your head. Sephiran, Duke of Persis, history will remember you as the worst kind of man. Everything. It's all been my fault. You should know one more thing, however. I also had a hand in the death of your father. Die, monster! Yeah, he's definitely trying to make himself as a horrible person. Yeah, that seems to have worked. Okay. Pretty cool battle. I like it. It has like a strategy factor to it. 20 move enemies. That's cool. At last, I'm dying. So what now? Okay. I got scared there for a moment, but this was only because I had counter. Sephiran, hold on. Open your eyes. Sanhaki. Sephiran, you can hear me? Somebody help, he's wounded. I'm sorry, Sanaki. The doors leading to Ashera won't open while he's alive. I can't save him. That's correct. Thank you, Yuna. I'm sincerely grateful. Death is all you've wanted since this started. Everything else has been little more than a terrible side effect. I'm sorry that this was your only goal, but I am happy to help you achieve it. Sephiran, I see now that what you were going through. It must have been hard. I wish I could have helped you. Please, Don't mourn for me. I'm not worth it. I'm so sorry. I wanted to help you. I really did. Forget about me. This path was my decision. My tragic mistake. Lady Sanaki, I want you to have this. This is a Rudol gem. Wear it in memory of me. It will protect you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry I lied to you. Sephiran, don't worry. We still have all the time we spent together. Nobody can take that away. Nobody. Thank you. I'll be leaving you now. Selgius is waiting. Sephiran, no! No! He did care about Selgius. What an interesting guy, but we didn't get a lot more into the Leran thing, so I guess that's it for now. And the doors finally open. No more enemies. Literally no more enemies that I can think of. No more obstacles in our way. Asher is waiting just beyond those doors. Let's go. Oh, okay. I'm glad you don't, like, for example, by losing Sanaki, I didn't lose an important conversation here. Good thing I didn't realize in the previous chapter, or I would have reset. I'm sorry, Sephiran. I once lost hope in the Lagusan Bjork, too. I can see now that my punishment was far too strict. I was young and naive, and so sure that I was right. I wish I could have shown you the error of my ways, Sephiran. Laran, goodbye. Such a sad ending. Honestly, like, I'm glad it was done this way, because I wouldn't say he was like nonchalant about being the dark hand behind all of it, but he was definitely a bit like, he wanted it to be known that he was the evil guy, and he ended up like, I kind of want to save like here, okay, so that I have a endgame 1, 2, and 3 saves in case I need to backtrack. I know it might be, nah, it's better if I save here. Yes, Sephiran is such an interesting character, and the way his betrayal and his manipulation are portrayed is also very, very, very unique. Like, he seems like honest to goodness to be very sorry about what he's done, and he also seems to be like so tired of his life so far, and the only thing he's looking for at this point is death. It's such a sad way to I mean, the immortal character that only wants to die thing, that's an archetype I've seen a million times before. Like, it's a classic. It's truly a classic. But not in this way where they are willing to manipulate the whole world, and then they talk about certain events while still trying to be devious to a degree. Like, yeah, I did put the Black Knight in there to be able to do this. I'm sorry it killed your father, but yeah, I did want to release the Dark God. However, it's like, it's not even a twist for him. It's just an admission of guilt when being pressured. He didn't. Makes me think, like, in his mind, he tried to not lie a lot. He was just omitting the truth. And he also seemed to hold like a lot of affection for Sanaki, to actually care about Selgius, which surprises me a lot, because I kind of expected there at the very end. But when he was talking to Selgius, he did say something like, if you come with me, none of us will be alone. And that, I guess in the moment I was only thinking of it, from Selgius's side. It's a bit of a manipulative thing to say, but no, Sephiran or Leran or whoever was also looking for someone to, to spend all these days with. So yeah, it's an interesting character. I'm surprised by the way the game treated him, because it's such a late reveal. Then immediately he dies. It's cool that it's done this way, but I hope there's a bit more of story to get. I know there's like an extra ending if you fulfill certain conditions. But I thought it wasn't necessarily related. I thought it was more like related to Soren, if I understood correctly. But whatever. We'll have to see that in a future run. For now, yeah, that's going to do it for this part. Next part, the end of the series. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, then consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. Now that we're coming to an end, I almost feel sad about it, but yeah, the endgame has been very entertaining. The map I enjoyed the least was definitely Endgame Rebirth 1. During the endgame, the map I enjoyed the least was the first one, with all those armors, and even then it wasn't the worst route the enemy I've seen in my life. It was just a bit, why? But then we got like, the Black Knight one was really cool. The one with the dragons, I know I let a lot of people die, but I think it was very well done. And this one was also very entertaining, so I am looking forward to see the end of it all. Because Radiant Dawn likes to have like complicated map design, so I don't expect it to be like a straightforward final boss battle. I expect plenty of minions and a complicated structure to traverse or whatever. Probably some of these spirits, because I don't think there's like any humans to fight at this point. There might be a spirit like the ones in Sephiran's chapter, in this same chapter. We'll have to see in the next one. For now, as I said, that's going to do it. This has been Pomum. If you liked, consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.